Let's take a look at the Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con 2025 exclusive Marvel Snap Gamerverse 3-pack of Shanna, Rogue, and Sauron. So out of all these Savage Land costumes for X-Men, Rogues is probably the most famous. Even though it was only in like 2 issues back in the 90s, and then they later even made like a miniseries, it appeared on a lot of variant covers, so it makes sense to add this to the pack, and she looks pretty nice. Accessories-wise, she has a spear and a knife. The spear is reused from Kraven, so it's hard to get her to hold it in her hand. It's kind of big. And then she also comes with the same open hands and the same fists we see with pretty much every female Marvel Legend. The winner for the set for me is Shanna the She-Devil, finishing out our main player characters for the Savage Land. And it's really nice to see her. She uses similar parts to Rogue, though they do have different torso pieces and different little details, which is nice. Shanna comes with her spear, her knife that fits on her belt, as well as Kraven's rifle reused. She doesn't come with a shooting hand for the rifle, but she can hold it, and she comes with the same open hands and fists that Rogue did, because that's just what every female Marvel Legends figure gets nowadays. I will say she holds the spear better, because this is the thinner one that came with Kazar. Though it would have been nice to get a trigger finger hand for the weapon, because it kind of is awkward to have her hold it just in weird positions. You know, it took a little work with Kazar being a normal figure, Zabu being a Build-A-Figure, and Shanna being in a Comic-Con 3-pack, but hey, we got our Savage Land trio together. So Sauron's very interesting because at first glance, a lot of people will say he looks like just a re-release of the Build-A-Figure from a few years ago in some different colors, but he's actually a lot different. You can see that there is, you know, basically the same head, but the neck design is different. The torso is different because this uses the old Amazing Spider-Man Lizard torso, whereas this one uses the new Amazing Spider-Man Lizard torso, which is new. This has a nice, like, detented, really tight torso joint, whereas this was kind of a loose, floppy one, and so Sauron now has that updated one. On top of that, these are completely new legs in a similar style to the originals, but they actually make them a little bit taller. And the original one had a tail that moved and was hard plastic. This one has a tail that has a bendy wire in it so you can pose it. It also means that you do have the improved neck joint that actually can move forward and back, where the old one could not exactly do that. So the only reused parts in this are the head and the arms with the wings, which didn't need to change. Everything else is new, or that torso comes from Lizard. Even has a new loincloth, so they actually did a lot of work on this guy. And then going a step further, they give him an effect part for his psychic abilities, which is super awesome and nice to see. It's a solid pack overall if you're a Savage Land fan wanting to round out a display, and hopefully it's not too hard to get. For more Marvel Legends videos and other types of videos, hit subscribe now.